Hi. I'm just waiting for someone to come on. How are you guys? Walaikum assalam. How are you? Hello, hello, hello. Where's he gone? He needs to come on. Thank you. Even with my sweaty self, though, I've been working away all day. It's so messy here. Is he coming on? Let me see if he's seen it. Let me send him a message. I'm on live. Join. There we go. Hopefully he sees it now. How are you guys? How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? I am moving, as you know. Let me show you around. Have a look. It's a mess, isn't it? I've been doing all day. The whole week, actually. It's been something. How are you doing? Yes, I'm joining someone with a live. Trying something new. How are you? Are you coming on? I've just invited you. Did you receive the invite? Let me try it again. There we go. I've just done it. There we go.
Yes, yes, yes. How you
Hello,
doing?
hello. I'm good.
So I'm trying to get the camera right. So
You need
yeah,
to put
how's
it
it
a bit
going?
down. Put it a bit down.
Bear with me one
I think it
second.
changes on Instagram when you because it goes up and down instead of the other way around.
Is that all right?
Oh, a little bit more.
A little bit more.
I can see half of your head. That's better.
There we go. There we
There we
go.
go. There we go. There we go.
So yes, what's the latest?
What's the latest? I'm moving. It's mad.
Let me see. Oh.
Yeah, it's a lovely place though. It's a Victorian place.
Doing good, doing good.
I'll actually show you a bit. Hold on. There we go. I mean, it looks a bit messy. I'm very OCD, so it bugs me badly.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, full of stuff. Can't really do anything. I've got too much stuff. And then the office I've done. There we go. See my studio, which is coming up. He's gone again. Need to get him back. Where's he gone? Hello. Where you gone? I need to get him back. Where's he gone? There we go. I think I lost the. Must have lost the connection.
Sorry, I'm
there
not.
We go.
I swiped the screen and it went off. My bad.
Right. How you doing?
I'm doing good, you know. I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm a little bit tired, but other than that, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So all moving on, everything is sorting out now. You just need to pack.
Yeah. Not pack. I'm unpacking.
Yeah.
I've already emptied about 40 boxes though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So within 2 days.
Busy. How long do you think it'll take you?
Another 2 days and I'll be done.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't stand mess at all.
Yeah. Mad. You know, I got to 100K on TikTok.
What?
Yes.
So quickly.
I know. Madness. I'm so happy. Like, I didn't think I could do it. I'm actually moving quicker than I did last time. So
Oh my goodness
in,
me.
in one day, I got 20,700 followers in one day.
Wow!
That's a record for
Congratulations.
me.
That's not just a record for you. I think that's a record for TikTok. Wow!
Yeah. Thank you, thank you. So
That's
yeah, things are
okay.
going good.
Where's my invite for the party then?
Um, to tell you the truth, I'm trying to get to 300K
No, you're
because
just making excuses and then you get banned again. Come on. I don't want to hear that.
I'm still not happy. I'm still not happy.
You
You know,
need
until
progress. You need to recognize and celebrate as you're going along, and then it
yeah,
will last longer.
yeah, true, true. Yeah,
But yes, no, I mean, move is going well. It was a bit exhausting because when you have to do a lot of things by yourself, and don't
yeah,
get me wrong, I had lovely people around,
yeah.
and I mean, we've spoken about that, and I keep
Hmm.
saying that all the time. People need to know, people need to learn about kind of decency. I think
Yeah,
I think a lot of the times nowadays this thought process because of all this nonsense going on with this toxic
yeah,
feminism and stuff, but
yeah,
people don't know how to react no more. Just their natural ways.
yeah.
Offer your
Definitely.
help. Just do that. I'm not going to ask you because I'm quite I don't know, I'm quite self-sufficient. So I
Okay.
think I
Boss
think
lady,
if
yeah?
yeah, but at the
Boss
same time,
lady.
but
Oh,
at the same time, I think besides that, you need to know how what common decency is in general. I would
yeah.
expect a person to know certain things, and it's
Hmm.
not much to ask. If you
Yeah,
don't know them, then as a grown person, I'm not going to teach you.
yeah, yeah. I hear
I
that.
can, I can, we can progress from that, but as a grown person, I'm not going to teach you. So, if it's not there, then that means it's not there. It's not that character.
Yeah.
Because somewhere
Yeah,
down
some
the
people
line, you need to know.
yeah, some people are not built like that, you know. Some people don't really like to help. A lot of people are selfish. Nowadays people ain't gentlemen anymore. Ladies ain't ladies. So there's
No,
there's a lot of different type of people. But as long as you know what you want and
that's
you go
right.
for it, then everything really works out in its favor.
But don't get me wrong, I do observe these things, and that's why people can't understand why I wouldn't accept certain people in my inner circle.
Yeah,
And that is one of the reasons because
yeah,
you can't have everyone in your inner circle, in your personal space,
hmm,
if they're not actually suited for you or the other way around.
yeah, definitely.
So yes, no, these kind of things I do look out for because
Yeah.
you haven't got we're not 20 no more. I haven't got time to be with people
Yeah,
who have no interest at all.
I hear that. I hear that.
So yes, that's what's been going on. I think our people are sleeping all. There's not many catching up right now. What's been
Yeah,
happening, guys?
this is the first time I've done an Instagram live, so
Yeah,
I don't know
I'm not
what to
familiar with
expect.
that either. Exactly. Let's just see what happens. But anyway, what I wanted to talk to you about, especially, I mean, we touched on that now. I like gentlemen. I don't know how you think about that, but I like gentlemen generally, and
Yes,
people
you
don't
need a
understand what that
gentleman.
means.
You need a gentleman in life, especially as a female. A lot of people want the bad man and they say they want the rude boy. You don't really want the bad man loving.
No,
It's like a fantasy. It's one of them things where you like, it's good in fantasy world, but in real life, no girl wants a bad man. They
no.
want a nice guy who treats them nice, speaks to them politely, opens up doors and chairs, drops the flowers and a piece of chocolate every now and then. You know, you don't want to be called a bitch and all the names and shit slapped around. So yeah,
I
I
mean,
understand that.
there's two type of things because people do say, "Oh, girls always want a bad man."
Yeah,
The thing with that is, I have to, there's one thing which I always have to say is, too many people think just because they have a job
yeah,
and they have a house, for instance, or some form of established job, they think that they're the bee's knees. They can
yeah,
offer everything they want.
Yeah.
But for me, because I'm quite established myself, I look more about the characteristics of people.
Yeah.
So if a guy is not showing me a real character of what I'm expecting a guy to be, and it's the minimum I'm talking about,
Yeah.
then there's no way forward.
Hmm. I hear that. I hear that.
And and I hear that from a lot of people. You can't, you know, they always say that, oh, you may have high standard, but I don't think just asking for a decent gentleman is high standard. That should be actually the norm. That should be
That's
the
what I mean.
minimum.
That's what's going on nowadays. People are like, yo, I don't, guys, and they're like, oh, I don't want to treat a woman right and they don't deserve it. And a lot of women are lowering their standards as well.
Yeah.
And, it's all about, having self-respect and self-love and not selling out really, not settling for, what's being given to you.
It's not just settling, it's about being real, because I know a lot of people, including women, have distorted thought process. And you
Yeah.
need to be realistic about what it means, what you actually want from a person, wherever it's
Hmm.
from the man to a woman or woman to a man. You need to actually really know and understand what you want. Some people don't care about mutual care. They don't care about the um, general God-given, masculinity and femininity, which I keep repeating about it. And that's got nothing to do with, oh, we can't be independent or this one has to play their role. That's not what
Hmm.
it's about. It's
Yeah.
about what our natural strengths are. And that's
Yeah.
what people forget.
Yeah.
We need to
Definitely.
remember what our natural strength is, because that's where we can build on to.
Yeah. Definitely.
If we
Definitely.
don't have our foundation ready, it's not going to go far, is it?
No. No. So you sound like you know what you want.
Yeah, I
Trust
do.
me. That's a good thing. That is a
I
good
mean, a
thing.
lot of people say that they are, but they don't put it into actions, and that's
Yeah.
that's where the trouble lies. That
Yeah.
you can talk a lot about things, but if you don't actually match your actions with that, it's not going to go anywhere. Words don't mean anything.
Definitely not. Trust me. Actions speak louder than words, as they say.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, I had someone who actually been in contact with me through work,
Yeah.
and I've been he's been calling me on and off about different things, and sometimes he just catches up, bless you.
Yeah.
And I was just mentioning about, I'm looking for a new place to live because I have to move out. So he just didn't think about anything. He just said, okay, when you're moving, let me know, I will take a day off for you.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
You know what, I will actually cherish that.
Yeah.
I will really cherish that, and I respect that person, because
Yeah.
there's no ulterior motives behind. He actually offered that from himself, and I said to him, "You don't have to do that." He said, "No, I insist. You're a woman. You're on your own, and I will do that for you." And
So,
I think that's such a lovely gesture, because in other ways I would do the same.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, in certain instances, sometimes when people ask for, they want to help you, they always want something else in return.
Yeah,
If man is helping a woman, I'll put your shoulders up, love. I'll help you with your kitchen sink. I do the pipe work. I lay down the pipe. So yeah, sometimes it's nice when people just do it genuinely.
that's
But
right.
I do know a lot of guys who take that ulterior motive. And I'm like, that's all right. I'll fix your car. I'll lay the pipe down, and they're trying to get a little something in return.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get the
Yeah.
pipe work. Someone is saying the pipe work is essential.
Essential. Lay down that pipe work. Trust me, the water works. You need a real plumber.
the thing the thing is, there's nothing wrong in having some interest, because generally, if you look at it, a relationship, a natural relationship between man and woman actually doesn't really exist. There's always
Yes.
some
Some
form of,
sort of attraction.
yeah. Otherwise, it doesn't
Yes.
exist. I'm talking about, sometimes, often it's one-sided, unless
Yeah.
it's mutual.
Yeah.
So So if there's something like this there, as long as it's carried out in a decent way, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I mean, like, some guys as well, they will help girls out, but if the girl's ugly, they're like, no, you can put your own shelves up. Like, what? Yo, you better pick up that box. Okay.
Is is that a thing as well? I thought guys don't care.
Yeah, they do care to a degree. Like, they don't care sometimes about, getting the actual, the actual sexual acts going. But it depends how far they're willing to go. Do you know what I mean? Like, so if the ugly you are, they're not going to go that far, But if you're pretty and attractive, you'll have them fixing the shed, taking the kids to school. They ain't even their own kids, you know what I'm saying? He's playing stepdad. He's got his own kids at home. He ain't even looking after them. You know what I mean? And if it's an ugly girl, he's like, yo, you better take them kids to school yourself, You better fix the kitchen yourself. Meet me at 3 a.m. You get me? You ain't even seeing me in the daytime. That's
Oh
how it
my
is.
goodness! Oh
Yeah,
my
you're not even
goodness
seeing
me!
them. It's very sad, because, God bless everybody. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But if a guy doesn't find you attractive, you got a hard run. A hard run. Telling
Oh
you.
my goodness me! I mean,
Someone says, better call the handyman because it ain't
yes,
me.
yes.
Trust me, it ain't me, bruv. No, mate, I ain't signing up for that. It's like when you're talking to a girl on the internet and you're talking to her and she's got all the filters on and stuff, and she's like, yeah, I need help with the kitchen and you're like, I'll come and help you. And then you go there and you see that she's ugly. You're like, wait, I've left my tools at home. You know what I'm saying? Hang on a sec, I'll be back in a minute, and you don't come back. It's sad.
That
It
is
really
so
is.
sad. I mean, we're laughing about it, but it's actually quite. It's reality, unfortunately, isn't it?
It
It's
is
it's
reality.
people really go on aesthetics
Yeah,
and looks and how someone carries themselves and
yeah,
how the attraction works, and
true.
it's
It's true.
it is reality, and it is very sad thing to see.
Hmm.
I mean, I must say I never had any problems with that, but
Yeah,
I'm
you can tell you
very
haven't had no problems with that. You got man falling down to the knees trying to help you. Like, you move, I'll pick up the box. Them ones. You got guys running left and right. He was like, oh, a guy came to help me. He was so nice. That's because you're attractive. If you was ugly, Shafrak, you gotta pick them boxes up by yourself. You better call your son. You better get your son, I'm telling you. Because ain't no man gonna do that. So yeah, you're blessed, you're nice, you're lucky. But other people, it's a long road. It's a long road to travel. You'd be still picking up boxes now. You won't even be on this live. You'd be
Oh
still
my
picking up
goodness
boxes.
me. Okay, okay.
Yeah. Like, I've never had that problem. Yeah, you ain't had that problem. You're lucky. But for some other girls out there, shit, they got blisters. The amount of boxes they've had to carry. So yeah, it's just how it is.
It is quite sad. I mean, yeah, it's not nice. It can't be nice. It can't
Yeah.
be nice. I mean, when if that's reality, I thought in general men don't care. Generally,
They
if they
care.
have ulterior motives, they just go for
Well,
it anyway.
I mean, some guys are a dirty dog. Like, some guys, they'll sleep with anything. You know, you know. Some guys will obviously pay for sex. Um, some guys don't get a lot of sex, so anyone that offers it or any female attention they get, they're happy about that. But overall, I do believe guys have a standard of how far they're willing to go. If it's on the plate, if it's on the table, they'll take it. But if it's how far you're willing to go, does she want you to take trips to the park? Does she want you to take her on dates? Depends how attractive she is. If she's really attractive, you'll end up marrying her. You'll go all the way. But if she's not so attractive, you ain't gonna be seen in daylight just to get the sex. You'll be like, you know what? Keep it, love. You want to go to the cinema? No, I'm good, but I got Netflix at home. So yeah, it's all different standards. But also, for guys that ain't so attractive that struggle to get girls, I feel sorry for them because a lot of people don't talk about the ugly guys, and you know they don't really get a lot of girls in their DMs. They don't get girls messaging them. You know, they have to pay for sets, and sometimes they ain't even got no money to pay for sets. So I feel sorry for those guys. You know,
I mean, I mean, to be honest, I've seen one guy who ended up or found out. Well, I wouldn't say I found out, but I'm suspecting the way how I was observing his behavior. I've only seen him twice. It's been a while ago now. Who most probably on coke
yeah,
and psychedelics, and it's the way how I was observing, because I've never been around someone who would be taking drugs,
yeah,
narcotics, and suddenly, I mean, I've only met him at a networking event,
yeah.
and he approached me there, and okay, and then I've kind of seen him twice, but during that time when I've seen him, he kept going away for every 20 minutes to the bathroom for 10 minutes and then came back. And I hear water flowing during that time. Don't get me
Must
don't
try
get
to
me
style it out.
don't get me
Shit.
wrong. He wasn't smelly at all, very well dressed, superb job. And the only reason why I'm mentioning that as well is, first of all, hygiene is very important to me.
Yeah,
I think I've said that before. I've said that many times on my life as
yeah,
well. Personal hygiene is super important to me.
yeah,
And uh, the other thing, if a guy is groomed, takes care of his appearance, not overly, I'm talking about, but not boosting his ego, but generally
yeah,
clean, tidy, well groomed. Uh, that's something which attracts me. So I would like that. But the reason why I also mentioned about he had an established job, he works in tech, so earning quite well as well. I thought to myself for the first time when he approached me, because that's another thing. I don't approach guys. I expect guys to approach me. It's just one traditional way. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. It's just
yeah.
one traditional way.
Okay.
Um, and when he approached me, I thought, oh, for the first time in my life, I don't have to take care of that guy financially. Yes,
Oh,
he doesn't have to latch on to me.
yes.
It makes it very difficult if that happens, because I've gone
Yeah.
through some experiences and I don't want it again. So I thought, yes, he's established within himself. So, that could maybe work. We could explore that.
Yeah.
But then we meet up twice, and both times I see kind of him acting towards like he's hiding something. So he kept saying, "Oh, I find you very attractive, but we don't have to become intimate. We can leave it and so on. You don't have to mention that to me. I found it a bit odd. Why would you keep mentioning that to me? Generally, what is behind there? But I could observe that there was some form of insecurity in there as well, which he was kind of overshadowing, and kept saying to me, "Oh, you're very attractive. You're this." I'm not going to mention the words he was talking about. It was very charming, but at the same time, very explicit as well. So,
Woo!
so,
You carry on, yeah.
so yes, okay. As long it doesn't go cheap or it doesn't become inappropriate, it's fine. Yes,
Yeah.
Mr. Mudflood is on. That's Mr. Mudflood.
Well, is that what someone
So
said?
yes, Mudflood.
I can't
That's
see
how
the comment.
that's how you're known.
I can't even see the comment.
You can't see the comments.
No.
Okay, okay. So I've, everything was seemed to be okay, and I was exploring the thing. Then I found out he's got ADHD as well. Within these two
Okay.
days, I've mentioned that to him the second day, and because I work with ADHD clients as well as a psychologist and mind
Yeah.
coach. And he said, "Oh, how do you know?" I said, "Well, I'm a psychologist. I do observe certain things." So he started talking about his ADHD, and he was quite impressed by that. I just spotted that so quickly. But what
Yeah.
I've also spotted is, and I didn't want to overload him with my observations, is
Yeah.
that he's an addict.
Okay.
And it just went so far that he kind of tried to pull up a person, which I think he wasn't ready for, because I'm very sound. I'm a very sound person. I don't need to be impressed by you.
Hmm.
Just be yourself, and I see wherever we have a connection with each other, you know. If you be
Yeah.
natural with me, that goes a long way. If you
Yeah.
try to put up something in front of me, I will find it out very quickly. So,
Yeah.
and often it doesn't end well. I don't argue with anybody because I haven't got time to argue. I haven't got any negative energy with me. But then I just say, well, I'm not for you. That's it. You know,
Yeah.
we should maybe not go further.
Oh.
And what are you saying? I have some great TikTok videos. Okay, that's great. So
How come I can't see the messages?
I don't know actually. It's very strange. I mean, I haven't done that before on
Well, my messages
Instagram.
are, it was coming up and then it stopped ages ago.
Maybe press something.
There's nothing to press. Like it was working, and
Let me see. No, there's nothing there which I can add or turn
no,
on.
yeah, it was working. I was seeing
Right.
some comments and then it just stopped.
That's very strange. I'll read it out for you if something comes up.
Okay.
So this one is saying, you have some great TikTok videos. Are you talking about me or are you talking about Mudflood? You need to just tell us.
Yeah, because
So,
I can't see.
yes, you can't see. So you just need to tell us who you're talking about. Mr. Carnage Tool Hit. Oh, I can't read out the word. Carnage Toe Witness SSXO, something like this.
Yeah, some of the
Um,
names on there are mad. It's hard for us. It's hard.
so so with this guy,
Yeah,
with
when
this
how did
guy,
this end? What
well,
you
it just
dragging this
ended.
out?
Yeah, it just ended that I left because I thought it's going a bit far. He was kind of latching on to me very, very much. And because of these observations which I was making, I need my time to find out, you know, is there anything, is there any chance? Because to be honest, I've never dealt with a drug addict in that
Mm,
romantic way. And I'm not sure if I want to deal with someone like this,
mm,
regardless of how good his job is.
yeah,
It doesn't interest me. You know, I need to know this is something serious because
yeah,
I'm not looking for somebody just to um have a temporary partnership. For me, it's about settling down, finding out wherever I find the right person.
yeah,
So it it was just getting to the point where I said to him, look, I need to go now. And he wanted me to stay the whole time. He kept saying it to me. I said, well, I think it's time to go. You know, if you want to see me again, we can meet up. But generally, it wouldn't work. And that's, as I said, that's been about 2 months ago or so. But since then, I haven't heard from him. So I thought to myself, whether he got the message that it doesn't work like this,
yeah.
or he just doesn't have enough interest in going a bit further. And that's all fine.
Well,
You know,
when he was saying to you, oh, we don't have to be intimate. What did he mean by that?
that means we wouldn't have to go the full way.
Yeah, but what you was like? Why did he keep saying that? Why do you think he kept saying that?
I think the way how he was telling me a story, he separated from his ex-girlfriend about 8 months ago, and the way how he was talking was that he didn't have many much experience with women. I don't think he had, because
Okay,
he was very paranoid. He said he doesn't date anyone because he had a couple of girls around, and they are just after his money. They're just using him. He didn't have no money before. He started off with his tech job, and suddenly he became big. And now all the girls just want one thing. They're not interested in him. They're just interested in the material things he can provide. So that's why he doesn't trust anyone. So I asked him the question. I said, why am I here then? Why do you want to see me? I'm a woman. So he said to me, well, I feel like I can trust you.
Okay.
I get that a lot. And the reason why I get that a lot is because I am a life coach, I am a psychologist.
Yeah.
Clients say that to me all the time.
Yeah.
But I don't really want to have like a project at home. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
It's different to support someone in their ways, in
Mm-hmm.
their, if they're struggling with something, they need to be ready to progress themselves. I can't make them do that,
Yeah.
but I'm happy to help them and to, support them. But at the same time, I don't want to be their counselor
Yeah.
because that doesn't go right. Out of experience, it just doesn't go right. It turns left, and it has very, very bad effect. You can't sustain that the whole time, because
Yeah.
the issue with the romantic side of that, with relationship, with other things, that just gets lost, and there's just one need for one person, who then feels the freedom of just using these services
Yeah.
24/7, and
Yeah.
it drains you.
Yeah.
You
Okay. I
can't
understand.
sustain that, you know. So
Mm.
yes, with this one, it just stopped. As I said, it's been about 2 months ago, and I do have a very strong kind of mindset where I think to myself, the initial interest for me needs to come from a man.
Yeah.
How it progresses is different, but the initial interest needs to come from a man. If that's not there,
Yeah.
at least for the first time, then I would think there's not interest in there,
Yeah. Mm. So it's
personally.
yeah, it's the same really. It's same. I think for the guy, it's always good to be interested in somebody and for the person to be interested in yourself. I remember somebody saying, would you prefer to be with somebody that you are really attracted to, or to be with somebody where they're really attracted to you?
Yeah,
And it's like almost like a catch-22, because you know you could find a person really attractive, but if they don't like you,
that's right.
you're gonna feel crap. And if you really like them, or they don't really like you, it's not going to be right. So it needs to be mutual. It needs to
That's
be a
right.
mutual
That's
connection.
right. But in the beginning, just because I am quite traditional in that way, I would think that man
Yeah,
has, needs to show some interest, because I've often
definitely.
seen situations, even with clients, that
Hmm.
if the man is not showing enough interest initially,
Yeah,
and the woman is more approachable in that way towards the man, it often
yeah,
doesn't go nowhere. It doesn't
yeah,
lead to anywhere.
yeah.
It comes back to natural desire, isn't it? Our biological makeup.
Hmm.
Man is there to hunt, to provide, to protect, all these things.
So you want to be hunted, yeah? Shafrak won't forget hunted. Jesus Christ. If I hunt down Shafrak, she ain't gonna run.
Yeah, but a
Oh
lot of
shit.
men are on the hunt of that. Sometimes you have to be careful. I get all the obsessive ones a lot of the time.
Yeah,
I'm running. Jesus
yeah.
Christ, go away.
Sometimes you gotta run. Sometimes you gotta run.
I've got 4 back doors here, so I'm fine.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh yeah. No, it's kind of interesting, because a lot of the times, what's she saying? I TikTok gonna put on payroll now. Okay, I didn't understand what you're saying, sis. You need to. Is TikTok gonna put you on payroll now? You need to explain what you mean by that. I didn't
Yeah,
get it.
people, when you write the sentences, take your time. There's no rush.
Yeah,
Make
yeah,
sure you
that's
write a
right.
clear sentence so we can read it out. It's a shame I
That's
can't
right.
see none of these messages. That's mad.
That is a shame, actually. Maybe we should do that next time on your lives then.
Yeah,
Yeah, try it there and see how it
yeah,
goes. But yes, no, it's a huge issue, and I keep bringing that up because a lot of the people nowadays, these not just young people, even in our age, we're still very young. It's
yeah,
they have actually no identity, no clue about what they want from life and what they want from each other. And that is why a lot of the things don't go actually anywhere. A lot of people are single. There's a reason.
Yeah, a lot of people single, a lot of people just sleeping around, a lot of people are just the side chick or the side piece.
Yeah.
You know, you got girls who don't even want to get in a relationship nowadays. You got
No.
guys who don't want to be faithful. So yeah, it's a crazy world that we're living in.
The point is, what people are forgetting is that how long is that going to go? At some point, you're going to get older and you would want someone to. It's not just about having sex or something. It's also about companionship. You want to go on holidays. You want to have some fun. You want to have someone to talk to. Just, you know, just some form of joy with that each other. And if you don't build up towards that, you're not going to have anyone. You're just ending up on your own.
Definitely.
What are you saying? When you reach a certain followers, they can start paying you. Okay, is that what you're saying? Okay. Thank you, Banana. Bananad. Yeah, Bananad.
What's she on about, TikTok or Instagram?
I think she's talking about TikTok, yes. She was mentioning about TikTok earlier.
Yeah, after 10,000 followers.
Yes, I mean, he's had a big account. He had over 220,000 followers, and then they banned his account. Now he's gone back on track.
I'm blowing 100K.
100K again, 100K.
And you know what's really good about it is it's a new set of followers. So it's not like the same people. It's a complete set of new people. So
That's interesting.
Yeah, it really is interesting. And I've been recreating my old videos because obviously there were so many gems in it. So I've been recreating them, making them even better, and it's been taken off even more faster than before. You know, and it seems like these guys love me more than the last guys. Like, these guys are crazy. All they keep writing in the comments is, "Oh my days, oh my diddy, oh we've got your ass now." Like, all my quotes all day long. I'm like,
you know why that is? You know why that is? Because this time you started with a progression. Last time you started with 2 lots of people. You started with with where you were still learning about TikTok. And then you had the new lot as well. But now because you know where you are, what you want. It's just one way. That is why you're having this kind of audience, which is nice, you know. One is saying, Andrea Apakins. I'm afraid the people are just going to get worse. Yes. But you know what? I'm a very positive person in general. I'm a very positive soul. I don't know if you've seen my clip where Kevin Hart was speaking about some people have such a high spirit that you can do whatever you want. They don't give up on their good spirit. And I would believe that I happen to have this kind of spirit, not just kind of being too proud about it out of ego. I'm talking about being really grateful about it, because it could have gone down. You know, there's a lot of things happen to you where people can break your spirit, but it happened to be that I feel blessed with that and privileged that God has given me this kind of positive mindset that no one so far, thank goodness, has been able to break it. I've always found my way because I believe in a positive progressing mindset. And it's a very important thing to see, because often people forget that when they're actually in their misery, not progressing, that doesn't mean you have to laugh all the time like myself, but it just means that you're actually missing the things which you could see, with the opportunities which you could have. You're not even notifying them. You're not noticing them at all because you're missing them. And that applies to relationships as well, and dating. Because you're just stuck. There's a lot of good women out there, but not many positive mindsets. That's the difference. You need to have a positive mindset to progress in life, in whatever form.
Definitely.
The lady Andrea is saying, I follow him on here, but need to follow him on TikTok. You got a new follower. There we go.
Yes, thank you. Yes. people, please follow me on the TikTok.
Yes, it's one
Obviously
Farwa.
Instagram, one Fawa one, and yes, your support is very appreciated. You know, very appreciated. But yeah, like I was saying, I've got to start doing YouTube videos more. I need to do some tonight. For like the past 3-4 days, I've been like, yo, I'm gonna do it tonight. I'm gonna do it tonight, and I'm like, oh, I can't be bothered. Do you know what I mean? Because it's gonna take like each video is gonna be like 20 minutes, 30 minutes long. Do you know what I mean? It's not just a 1 minute banger.
No.
So I've got to do a lot more research. I've got to know how to work the new programs and the screen recordings. But what time is it now? Yeah, it's flipping getting late. I've got to do it tonight. Like tonight has got to be the deadline. I keep putting it off. But yeah, I'm gonna be getting the YouTube popping, the Instagram. I'm almost in the Creators Fund in Instagram. They sent me something about they sent me a message saying something like I'm
That's
eligible.
fantastic.
Yeah, but I wasn't sure how to set it up. I'm still confused. Yeah,
Right.
thank you. Yeah, I'm a bit confused. Like I'm like, what? So am I gonna get paid now or what? So yeah, I'm gonna
I
look into
think
it again.
the fund does mean that you get paid, and I think they pay you a certain amount or something. So you
Yes,
work on
certain amount.
videos. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
Well, thank you, Angela, for letting us know. It's Brazilian election day today. Okay, thank you. Hope all goes well for
okay.
that. So, yes, no, I mean, the important thing is that you're progressing so well in that way, and
Yeah.
you're recognizing the different sourcing, and YouTube is quite a tricky one because you have to really
Yes.
put content in. It's like LinkedIn.
Yes.
If you
Yeah.
actually don't, I mean, LinkedIn is more about writing than actually creating the videos, but while
Okay.
YouTube is about presenting yourself and talking
Yeah.
about your niche, and
Yeah.
it takes time. It's very time consuming to do
Yeah.
so.
It's very time consuming. It's like I'm seeing it like it's a job. You know, I'm like I've got to go to work. Do you know what I mean? It's like I'm late for work. You know what I mean? Like so it's taken a lot of time. But yeah, I'm
You get
planning
there.
like I'm getting there. So as I said, you know about this already. I've been planning the worldwide mud flood trip, and believe it or not, I'm trying. The first place I want to really go is the Great Wall of China. Yeah,
Right.
that's where I'm trying to go. But to get there, you've got to travel to France, to Russia, to China. So
I thought
that's
there
gonna
was a
be
direct trip. There's no direct trip.
yeah. There's a direct trip. It was like £3,000, and I was
Right.
like, yeah. Now I
Oh
might as well
wow.
take the long route, and in the long route, I can experience Paris. Do you know what I'm saying? Do some films and go to the Eiffel Tower, and then I can go to Russia, which I don't know if they're gonna let me up in there. I don't know what's going on with Putin and the war. But listen, I'm not down with that British thing. Yeah, don't put me in that boat. Yeah, my ancestors are from Jamaica, so don't kill me, Putin. So yeah, I'm looking to go Russia, and then the Great Wall in China, and yeah, it's gonna be amazing. So that's where I start my mud flood journey. You know, it's not really in the right that.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's big. I've been looking into the fees and the how to get there already, and I'm gonna be doing that. I believe start of next year. Do you know what I mean? So
How long are you planning
yes.
to do that for?
Um, what the mud flood expedition?
Yeah.
Um, well, we've got a lot of countries to go to. People are like, yo, come to Texas, come to Australia, come to New Zealand. Um, we got all the trolls like go to Antarctica. Yeah, go to Antarctica. So that's the last mission, Antarctica. You know, we heard we're not allowed to go there. We're gonna get shot down. But I'm gonna at least attempt that mission of going around the whole world. You know, I don't know how expensive it's gonna be, but I believe that the Most High and the universe is gonna support me with the means and the funds and the right people to help me get there. And
That's the right spirit. You get there.
yes, because it's a mad thing. Like, I don't know how many people have traveled the whole world. It's a bit of an impossible mission. You know, you got to have the right funds and you got to have the right freedom and all the rest of it. But I'm literally just putting my neck on the line here, and You know, if I get stranded in a country, then I get stranded. You know, that's how I'm gonna be doing it. I'm like, yo, I'm going, and I'm not looking back. You know, I'll probably call out to my followers and say, yo, help me, I'm stranded. Help
Well,
me.
anytime, give me
Yeah.
a call.
Yeah, because I'm sure I'm going to be out there and I'm just going to be stuck. Like, where are you? I'm in Australia. I've lost my wallet. Get me? I'm stuck. Do you know what I mean? Or just something, because it is a long trip to go to.
Yeah.
You know, there'll be racism that you'll have to encounter. There'll be obviously, you know, people who hate British people. Some sites are going to be dangerous to explore because I'm going to be going like underground basements and underground tunnels, and you know, it's like almost my dream. Like, this is what I'm destined to do. So we're building up the profile with all the videos that I'm doing now. But then when I can actually take it to the physical world, like, look, I've showed you the pictures. Now look at the physical world. It's gonna be legendary. Like,
That
I'm gonna
sounds
go down in
exciting.
history. Yeah, I'm gonna go down in history as the modern day Indiana Jones. Trust me.
Fabulous. Fabulous.
Yeah,
And you know what? We need that. We need that Indiana Jones, especially a
yeah.
Jamaican Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
Bring it
Indiana
on. Bring it
Leroy.
on. You
Trust
say
me.
bomber clod.
Yeah, bomber clouds. Get me, Indiana Leroy. Trust
don't,
me.
don't tell me you start singing as well.
I start singing.
Yeah.
Um, I haven't really got a singing voice. I can rap,
Okay.
but I can't really sing.
Okay. Okay.
What made you think I'll sing?
Oh no, I was just joking. We're talking about the
Oh,
Jamaican Indiana
oh
Jones,
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
Leroy, and
Oh,
you may come up
yeah,
with
we might
some
chat two
reggae there as
lyrics.
well.
Yeah. We might chat two lyrics still. We might bust two lyric on the Great China Wall. Trust me. Babylon have to fall on the Great China Wall. Yeah,
Oh,
man.
sounds really interesting though. I mean, my
Yeah,
my attempt with what I'm doing as a life coach and psychologist is to get my brand aware globally. I mean, it's progressing really well anyway. I'm quite blessed with that since last year. You know, I only started last year.
yeah,
So generally, I would like it to get to that point where I can hold keynote speech worldwide,
yeah,
because
yeah,
I think that's such an important thing, especially about what you're doing as well. For me, just in a different way, where it's more about humanity and just bringing a lot of common sense in. People are lost; they're following things like robots, and
yeah,
we need to be awakened in our souls again. We're talking
yeah,
about dating, we're talking about relationships, we're talking about just normal general things as well.
yeah,
And that's because people are scared. They're scared,
yeah,
they're following too much what they're seeing around rather than actually listening to themselves, you know.
yeah,
And now
definitely.
the other day someone actually sent a comment on one of my posts saying, and that's one of the things which actually really triggers me to do more. It motivates me. And he said to me, he calls me sister, and
Yeah,
he's a black Israelite. So
yeah,
like I think they're from the Judo Christian faith. And he was telling me, he said, I nearly lost, and you don't know what impact you have on people's life without knowing
yeah,
them. That I nearly lost my. You give hope to people who lose the hope to live, who
yeah,
want to give up.
yeah.
And he was talking about that he nearly lost his life because something happened to him just recently now. And
Hmm.
that's such a privilege to hear these things, that someone who
Yeah,
I've never seen, you know, who's maybe just following me on social media, and with you most probably the same, you don't know how much hope and joy you give to people's life.
yeah, definitely. Definitely. It's crazy. Especially when people like, you know, they follow you, they watch your videos every day, they grow a connection with you, do you know what I mean? And you're helping people more than you realize from afar.
You don't realize that actually
Mm.
until you get these kind of comments. And that was such a deep provoking comment. I thought to myself,
Yeah,
oh wow, you know, somebody who's in the US, somebody who's in the US who's watching my clips and getting some form of comfort in their life just by
Yeah.
watching my clips, just by watching my lives. It's such a privilege to see. And if that just happens remotely, then where can that go when you know, start meeting these people or seeing these clients? So
Yeah.
yes, it's quite an interesting journey. And you know, with you a different way, but at the same time I would believe that you bring joy to people's life as well. It gives them some form
Yeah.
of focus
Yeah.
to look forward to, and that's
Definitely.
beautiful.
Hmm.
There will be people you affect positively that you wouldn't even know about. Always so true. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Well said. Knights in white satin. And you don't realize that. I mean, yes, I do get a lot of obsessive people as well. I don't know. You need to tell me. Thank you, thank you. She's saying grateful to you both. Oh, thank you so much, Knights
Thank
in
you.
white satin. We're really grateful to all of you. We love you. And uh, I don't know if you get these obsessive people coming back to dating and some form of fan build
Yes.
up. You
Yes.
must, you must,
Yes.
you must have.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some obsessive people who, you know, I remember there was this one girl I used to date a long time ago, and I never really liked her that much. You know, I kind of was just seeing her. You know, we was having sexual intercourse, but after a while, I was like, you know what, I need to like break this off. You know, I told her, look, I don't like it like that, and I need to go my separate ways. And forever, she just keeps stalking me. She keeps finding out my new accounts, and she just keeps talking to me. And sometimes I like respond back with a comment, like she'll put a comment on my video, and I, you know, might comment back, and then she has to take it sexual again. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, this is my TikTok. What are you talking about this for? Like, you know what I mean? And it's just like, I've told you already, I'm not going to be with you anymore. But in her head, it's like I'm just the only one for her. I'm like, move on. You know, go get another guy. And she's like, I just want you. I'm like, you can't have me though. You know, so and I hear that feeling, you know, I don't know, you probably haven't gone through this, but many of us have gone through this where you've liked somebody or loved someone and they don't want to be with you no more. It's the worst feeling you can ever feel, get me? But you've got to pick yourself up and
Yeah.
move on,
I mean,
you know?
I must admit one thing. I've never been in love.
Oh,
Um,
you never been
no,
in love? What? Oh, hell no. Never been in love.
no,
What?
it never happened.
Did you hear what she said, people? People, are you listening? Shafrak, the teacher of relationships, has never been in what? Never
I
been
know,
in love.
I know what it means. I know the feeling because I can feel it in the sense of I'm a very, very affectionate person. I know what I
No,
want.
don't try it now. Don't try and bring it in now. Yeah, don't try and blend it in with the crowd. Yeah, you said you had never been in love. So that is it there. You know, you probably had the feelings. You know, you probably, you know, you like your family. It's a different type of love. And there's nothing wrong with it. Like, but it is an experience that when you have it, um, you know, it's crazy, you know, because obviously you care about the person. You just want to spend all your time with the person. You love everything about the person. You could drink the person's bathwater. That's how much you love this person. But I feel like love is like fruit, you know. It grows, it blossoms, and it's beautiful, but it does go off.
You have
Get
to
me?
work on
Unless,
that.
yeah, I mean, even when you work on it, you know, and I know people are gonna say, no, my granddaddy was together for 55 years. Yeah, they worked it out. Or they just accepted it. To be in that real love, that ripe summer love that is so sweet, it's seasonal. Okay, because I've been in love. It's seasonal, and you proper think it's never gonna change. Like, I love this person, they love me. We are one big family, and it don't always be like that.
But
Yeah.
that's reality, isn't it? Thank you, Mr. Darling.
Yes.
Loving the content, Mr. Darling is saying thank you very much. We love you
Yeah.
too. Um, but I would say, in general, if I can understand that correctly, it's not as grand, but it must be something similar to, and I wouldn't even put children or family or anything because that's very different. It must be something similar to what I have in my heart, the love for God. Not not to that grand extent, but I would like to think that a feeling which cannot go away, which you have all the time in your mind, you have such a fuzzy, warm feeling when you think about that existence, and you just want to you just want to be taking care of that person or take care of that person, and just feel fond, just trust that person, just
Yeah, it's all along them
feel
lines.
the joy of that person,
Yeah.
all the time. And regardless of what you're doing, something always pops up in your mind suddenly, and you would think. And as I said, it's not maybe as as grand like the love to God for me, but
Yes.
it's a similar, I would like to think it's a similar feeling, which is why I was making the statement that I would like to, I would state that I may have an understanding, maybe not because I've not experienced it, but I may have an understanding what being in love means.
Yes. I mean, it is a bit like that, but the only difference is, you don't have sex with God. So it's like, it's kind of something completely different. It's like, you do have love and you grow and you care about the person in a grand way, but it's like it's just it's almost, yes, it is a bit like a feeling of God. Sorry. You
That's
answer that?
that's all right. It's just my phone. I can't talk right
Oh.
now.
And it's almost like it is a bit like a feeling of God and stuff because you just want to be with that person.
Yeah,
You want to spend all your time with that person. Everything is better when that person's around.
yeah,
But in my experience, it didn't
yeah.
last forever. It
But it
changed.
doesn't
It
have to
it
be.
changed. Yeah, it
It doesn't
changed. It
have to be
evolved.
properly. It
Yeah, I
doesn't
don't
have
think
to
it
be
is.
properly because your understanding of love grows. I mean, it's the same way. Like if when I was very young, my love to God was very kind of naive. I mean, I'm bringing God in. I'm sorry, I'm bringing God in, but it's just my understanding because I haven't been in love with a man. So my understanding of God was very different. I loved him from the beginning on, but now because I've spiritually kind of evolved and I understand myself more, understand the process more, it's kind of grown to a very divine kind of feeling. It's in my heart all the time, and I feel warm when I think about it.
Yeah,
I have a dialogue all the time, just out of nowhere, and just say,
yeah,
"Oh, I really love you." You know that. So it's something which really warms you with joy and love and peace,
yeah,
and you feel comfortable.
yeah.
So what's Knight in White Saturn is saying, being of service to them and their needs, and them to you, giving and communicating or committing when it's hard in the good and bad. That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, it's
That
an
is true.
element of life that brings us closer to God. Absolutely. Communication is key. It's very much so. I always talk about communication is key because we do not communicate, and that's coming back to your question at the moment as well. Yes, things fade away because we get comfortable, we move on with our life, we progress, we cannot be the
Yeah,
same like in the beginning. And that is when we need to excite each other by communicating with each other, try to
definitely.
break the cycle, try to break the pattern of routine and do something exciting, go on date nights, go on, I don't know, you know, the little things which I find very important is, and yes, I had crushes on people. That's why I can relate to that a little bit in that way. When you have that feeling, you want that person to be, I'm a very physically affectionate person. So I want that affection back. I
Yeah.
think that's something which excites me. You know, for
Mhm.
somebody else, they may cook a good dinner or they take them out somewhere or buy them a big present, and that would make them happy. But for me, it's about the
Yeah.
physical affection. It's about showing that you um, excite each other. It's about the touches. It's about the looks. It's about the feel,
Yeah. I agree.
which keeps
I
it which
agree.
keeps it alive, I guess.
Definitely.
So you tell me why you're single then.
Who, me? Shit.
Now it's coming out.
God
You tell me
damn
now.
it. Well, who, me? Wow, my single. God damn. Tell you the truth, I think I've had a few relationships in my past. Um, I've kind of always been in a relationship since I was like 16. And um, I think I've now decided to take things slower and, you know, choose a bit more wisely, because I feel like in the past I didn't choose wisely. You know, I didn't look at a woman as a mating partner or a life partner. I just, you know, I was almost thinking with my second brain, you know. So it was like I was just going with anyone and anybody. And some of these women wasn't good for me. And I've made a lot of bad decisions. So I've decided to be a bit more cautious and to try and grow friendships and companionships before sex ships. That's why I'm single. And
Right.
yeah, that's why. I mean, don't get it twisted. There's been quite a few offers in the past year or so, you know, and there's a few girls you could say, or a girl or what, that I've got my eye on, but I haven't been able to get round to meeting up with them in person, or, you know, carry out my inner thoughts with them. But yes, all will be revealed in due time, Shafrak.
By the way, my name is
Yeah.
not Shafrak, it's Shafak.
Say again.
It's Shafak.
Sh- Shafak.
Yeah,
Shafak.
yes.
Shafak. Sha-
Shafaq.
Shafak.
Shaf
Shafak. Not Shaf. Not Shaf. Shafak.
Shafak.
Shafak. Yeah, I get
Yeah.
it. Shafak.
You know what that means? Can you remember one of
Yes,
um
it meant a ray of sunshine.
no, similar, but it means the colors of the sunset and sunrise. You know, the yellow and the
That was
red and the
close.
pink and the orange. Yes.
And what's my name?
Shadrach.
Very close to your name, though, isn't it?
Yes, very much
So
so.
got the same ring, Shadrach, Shadrach. Yeah.
Yes, no, it's an old Hebrew Arabic name. It's very ancient, and it's just the expression of this beauty in the sky when you see it, because there's nothing like it.
Okay. So there's nothing like you then. Is that what you're trying to tell us?
I didn't say that.
That's what you're trying to say. I know what you're trying to do. Shit. God damn it.
But yes, no, I mean, to be honest, I've that's the first time I've also been single in my life. You know, the first relationship was in which I had was I was married with 16. Big
Straight 16.
responsibilities, exactly. Big
And you weren't
responsibilities
in
on
love.
my head. Huh?
And you wasn't in love.
No.
That's like a jail sentence. 16 years. That's a life sentence. Shit. I sentenced you to 16 years. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Wow. That
And
must have been labor. Wow.
it was something. It wasn't easy. Plus having big responsibilities with children, and he was from Pakistan, and in with Pakistani families, it's often though that usually the ones who are not in Pakistan, who are abroad, they take care of
Yeah.
them. So it happens to be because my ex-husband was very difficult that I took on the role, which I shouldn't have done, but I took on the role as a provider and and the housewife and the carer and everything else as well. But it came to that extent that it was just too much on one person. So I'm
Yeah.
not blaming anyone else. I've taken it on myself, but it was just
Yeah.
getting to that extent where there was no way back, and it was exhausting. And when the privilege then changes into demand, which then often happens, and I had to understand why it happens because I'm a natural empath,
Mm-hmm.
I actually bring out the worst in people with a disorder. So
Mm-hmm.
if somebody has a need which is not healthy, because I over provide, I want to heal them, I want to care for them, over care. I'm talking about. It's like an urge. It brings out the worst of them because they grab onto this. So I had to learn boundaries with that. So after that relationship, I went into second relationship, which was also unhealthy. So now I'm taking my time, single for the first time, to find the right person.
Sure you will find him. Sure you will find him.
What's he saying? American history needs balance. Too much pressure. Yes, it's too much pressure as well when you have to kind of learn to become an adult at the same time being in such a responsible relationship, and also then grow within that, without any guidance. So
Yeah.
it's hard to be in feminine energy as a provider. Not that we can't be strong, but that's a lot. Teamwork, isn't it? Yes, absolutely. And that's what I always say. Well said, Knights in White Satin. We need to embrace our biological makeup. So as a woman, we need to embrace our femininity. Nothing wrong in being independent, but at the same time, because as female, we think we have to, fight our elbows through. We become embrace too many masculine attitudes, and that's why it goes wrong. A lot of the times, it's not healthy. We become really, I mean, I've become strong through life. It just made me strong in that way. It doesn't just happen. I wasn't born like this. But at the same time, because I love being a woman, I now had to put boundaries in my place where I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. This is not your business, Shafi. Let that person deal with that. You don't have to jump on everything. Let them take their own responsibility before you actually say, okay, I'm there. I'm going to heal you. I don't have to be the healer for everyone.
Yeah.
So that's what I had to learn the hard way, unfortunately.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay.
What's this one saying? America. Sometimes it can then be taken for granted. Absolutely. I had to learn it the hard way. Yes, teamwork. And then Knights in the White Satin saying we open and blossom by receiving. The masculine naturally blossoms to provide. That's right, I find. We all have areas where we can lead, etc. But yes, so true. Our bodies have differences, absolutely. And that's what we need to recognize. Once we recognize these things, we will progress a lot easier, for both, because a partnership is a mutual or a relationship is a mutual partnership. We need to grow with
Yeah.
each other. We can't just do it one way. Men 24-hour body, women 28 cycle. Yes, that's right. That's right. Very, very wise things you're saying. Thank you for all your comments. So yes, no, lovely actually. We know now why you're single. It seems to be similar, similar reasons to mine, just in a very different way.
Yeah. Well,
But
it won't be for long though. The way everything's going on. Trust me, we're not on the market for long. Other ones,
no, we're not.
we're
I
not
mean,
on the market.
to be
Yeah,
honest, we have tried and we have dated.
yeah.
It just didn't go to that extent where we would say we can now. We have found the one,
Hmm.
you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, thank you. I love this conversation. It's lovely, the subject you're discussing. Oh, thank you very much. I mean, we always
Thank
love
you,
this
thank you.
feedback, you know. Thank you very much. We really appreciate that. I'm very well, thank you, Usman. How are you? Hope you're well too. So, yes, no, it's a very interesting topic, and I think we should carry on at some point. I mean, we're actually holding, if you agree with me, now every Sunday, unless there's some emergency coming in between. We will be
Yeah,
trying our best to do Sunday evenings, our live sessions, sometimes on your account, sometimes on my account. And
yeah,
if you
definitely.
guys, absolutely, if you guys are enjoying that, follow our YouTube channel, One Foul Wow. Is it One Foul Wow 1 or One
Yeah,
Foul
one
Wow?
no on YouTube. YouTube, it's just one Foul Wow. On TikTok, one Foul Wow one, and obviously on Instagram, I am the Bully Slayer.
Wonderful. Follow him. He's wonderful with his content and he's very funny as well. I totally enjoy that. And my
Yes.
my brand, as you know, it's the Shafaq Effect everywhere. Follow my podcast on YouTube and a lot of clips on my TikTok as well, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, I'm present, and on Twitter as well. So yes, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for your love and the lovely comments you've given me. What you're saying, American, a good person makes a person better with yourself. They will balance you. It depends. You cannot heal who don't want to be healed. That's the lesson or that's the teachings we're giving today. Because I can speak about that because I'm coming from my own experiences, not just from one person. You cannot actually heal someone who doesn't want to be healed. You need to take the first step and we can help you and we can support you alongside that. You know, I haven't got any problem in someone who is not on my level in terms of being internally sound, because I've gone through a healing process. You've gone through a healing process and came out of the other end. But we're not expecting someone to be completely on our level. It just needs to be someone who is on that journey already. We
Yeah.
cannot put him on that journey. This doesn't work. And we're not going to go down that route again to having to struggle with someone who is just not willing to do so, because ultimately it has to come from you yourself. It can't come from the other person, you know. So that's our message for today. Would you like to say something?
Me, nothing really than what we've said. Thank you for everybody for tuning in. Thank you for listening. As you said, we're going to be doing this at least once every Sunday, around the same time, 9 p.m. And yeah, thank you for tuning in, people.
Thank you very much. Mr. Darling is saying one foul, wow, with
That's
exclamation
it.
marks. So we love
Yes.
you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you tune in
Thank
next
you.
time as well. Follow all our channels, my podcast as well, so don't miss it. And there's lovely more content to come. And you can lead the horse to the water, but you can't force them to drink. Absolutely. Totally with you. And on that note, we say
Mm-hmm.
goodbye. We see you next
See you
time. Bye
later.
bye.
Bye bye.